All right, sparklers, it's time for The Gold Mine, a personal diary where I talk about the real challenges and triumphs we face as entrepreneurs. My goal is for all of us to feel a little less alone on this journey and a little more inspired to keep going. I've been thinking lately about how some of us are just not natural improvisers, and I include myself in that. Sure, I can think on my feet when I need to, but it doesn't come easily for me. And honestly, I just feel so much calmer and confident when I have a chance to plan. Actually, I tend to overplan and over-prepare. Can anyone else relate to that? That need to feel prepared shows up everywhere in my business. I hate being caught off guard. I do not love surprises. And if I can anticipate a conversation or situation ahead of time, you better believe I'm going to do it. Unfortunately, I've even found myself dreaming through how conversations will play out and practicing them in my head while I sleep. It's terrible, but it does kind of help me feel better. Can you relate to that? One thing that's been helping me a lot lately, especially when I know I have something a little tricky coming up, is role-playing conversations. It might sound a little awkward at first, but hear me out. I'll ask someone I trust, like my husband or a fellow entrepreneur friend, to help me practice a specific kind of conversation that I've been struggling with. It's usually a type of situation that I encounter fairly regularly, but that still throws me off or makes me feel a little bit out of my comfort zone. Like sometimes there's just maybe a kind of a personality that I don't naturally vibe with, that maybe sometimes comes up on discovery calls. It's not even that anything is going wrong necessarily. There's no conflict, but I can tell I don't quite know how to navigate the dynamic in a way that feels grounded or that I feel confident in. So then I'll describe this scenario to my role play partner and say, okay, be this kind of person with me. Let's talk through this like it's happening in real life. And that's really been giving me a low pressure space to try different responses, test out what feels right, and practice being in the moment without the actual stakes of the conversation. And sometimes all I really need is that little confidence boost to handle the real conversation so much better. I even recently brought this up with a mental health professional, and they completely validated this. They said that my anxiety around difficult or unfamiliar conversations doesn't mean I have a lack of skill or that I'm a poor communicator. It's just that I need to feel more capable in the moment. And that feeling comes from preparation and practice. Just like if you're an athlete aspiring to win more championships, you have to practice a lot to feel so comfortable and confident with your athletic skills. And hearing this, especially from the mental health professional, made me feel so seen. And I want to share it with you if you can relate to this. So if you're a jewelry business owner, maybe you're not doing discovery calls like me or sales calls, but I know that you also face conversations that can be uncomfortable or unpredictable, like dealing with an unhappy customer, setting a boundary with a client, negotiating with a vendor, talking to a team member about something that's not working, sharing pricing, or explaining why something costs what it does. All of those situations can really stir up nerves, especially if you haven't had much practice with them yet. But I'm really starting to believe that role playing can help you build that muscle. It turns a dreaded moment, an uncomfortable moment, into something that you've already experienced at least once with someone who makes you feel safe. So if you've got a situation coming up that's making your stomach do flips, try finding a practice partner, talk it through, play it out, ask for feedback, even ask for encouragement if that's what you need. You can do hard things. Maybe you just don't have to go in cold to feel better about it. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos for even more tips.